Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're doing good. I just wanted to say thank you so much for like the overwhelming positive response in the comment section of my last video. While I was editing that video, I wasn't even gonna post it. I'm like, this is stupid. Nobody's gonna relate to this video. I even said it like throughout the video. And it's a nice reminder to know that we're not alone as creatives in the way that we think. And it's funny how we think that our problems are so unique and that we're the only person going through things, knowing that like for thousands of years people have been struggling with like life and emotions and dreams and all the stuff that we go through. Like even when I read like Meditations from Marcus Aurelius, which is like a 2,000-year-old stoic philosophy book, which you should definitely check out if you haven't. Super short book. It's crazy. It's a 2,000-year-old book, and it talks about things that we're going through today, and like stuff like that just reminds me that we're not alone in our way of thinking. And knowing that you guys are going through the same stuff and can relate really, like, I don't know, it really opened my eyes and made me feel like better about my situation. And all the positive response. Thank you guys so much for being so positive. Most of the comments were positive. There were a few that were like, you're stupid, why would you quit your job? I've been in a crappy job for 12 years. Well, to that person, I'm sorry you've spent 12 years of your life in a shitty job and you're okay with that. But what another person said in the comments section is, don't take anybody's advice that doesn't have what you want. And I think that's a perfect quote, because like, why are you gonna take somebody's advice that doesn't have what you want? Like they don't have any input to that situation. So the people that didn't follow their dreams and then just ended up being okay with that, there's a lot of those people, and those are the type of people that are gonna tell you that you can't do things, that you're wasting your time, to be realistic. And those are the kind of people that you need to like get away from. It's all about company, and I haven't really struggled with like having negative company in a while. When I was younger, this was a bigger issue. Like during high school and stuff, I did have a lot of bad company that you have to cut people off. Negative people, don't even think about it. If you have a person in your life that's feeding you negativity, that every time you hang out with them it just makes you feel like they're draining, like you didn't get anything positive out of hanging out with that person, like you feel worse after you hung out with that person, cut that person off. Don't waste your time. There's a million people in the world to befriend. And sometimes no company is better than bad company. That's kind of how it's been for me for the past couple of years. Like I don't have that many friends, and that's okay. Because the friends that I do have, they're closer friends and they're real friends. And I feel like that's something that young people struggle with a lot. I feel like as you get older, it does get harder to make friends, but you also need to put yourself in situations out there. So like before the quarantine, I had just started going out more. Like I've been more involved in the synth community because I've been in my house. Like honestly, I feel like I've been in quarantine for like 3 years. Like what people are going through now with this whole COVID-19 thing, I've been working from home for the past 12 years while finishing my bachelor's. So I've been struggling with like, making a schedule for myself, being able to work from home, all the things that are given to you with a structured like 9 to 5. When somebody else makes your schedule, it's a lot easier. If you're trying to work for yourself, you're the one that needs to set that schedule. So I feel like I've been living that life for a really long time, and I also feel like I've been super burned out for a really long time. I literally started this channel when my daughter was 7 months old and I was in my second year of college. Actually, not really my second year, because I spent like 5 or 6 years getting my AA, because life is crazy and sometimes it works that way. But I was doing all those things. I was in college, I was a mom, and that's when I started this channel. And it just started by like giving to the community. Like it started with the tutorials, and I enjoyed teaching, and it was like a way to express my art and give to the world. Do I talk too fast? I do. I talk too fast. I'm sorry. Slow it down if it's too fast for you. I gotta do it fast before like I can't make this video. Anyways, what I'm getting at is that like being at home, you're forced to make your own schedule, but then you also feel like you need to get a lot of stuff done, right? Like you're on the clock, right? So one of the things that I'm struggling with, and that I realized like reading your comments from that last video, is that I need some rest. I've been going hard for a really long time, like with college and this and that, and I haven't really like taking any time for myself to just like relax. And today I wanted to talk about like the importance of knowing when to take a break, and knowing like when to relax, knowing when to just shut everything off for a minute. I told you guys that like one of my goals is to wake up early, and the more that I thought about it, like I need rest, I need sleep. I've been waking up early for my work and all this stuff, and like what my body is telling me is that I need rest. Even if I set a schedule and I didn't keep that schedule, like I made a schedule like I'm gonna wake up at 7 and play the piano, that didn't happen, but that doesn't mean that I can't just play the piano later, you know? So I feel like it's smarter if you're just starting off to like get back in the flow of things, make bullet points instead of like a set schedule, because when you don't meet that schedule, you're gonna be disappointed in yourself. So I feel it's better to just, you know, make those bullet points, things that you want to accomplish during the day, and just try to get them done throughout the day without worrying like, oh, I missed my window, you know, I was supposed to do this at this hour and I didn't, and then it's more stress on yourself. So yeah, learning how to take a break, learning how to like step back and just not work on music, and like not even just on music, but like anything artistic. So like I also draw, and if I'm not on music, then I'm drawing, and it's still like super straining, you know, like I'll sit there on my iPad and draw for like 3 hours, 4 hours, and then I have a headache and I'm wondering, why do I have a headache? Oh, it's because I've been on this iPad for 4 hours, right? Same things with like editing videos, or like my daughter's interrupted me like 3 times already, but hey, that's okay. I'm gonna try to keep it real with you guys, because I feel like trying to make these perfect videos, you know, I haven't even showered yet, sorry for my wake up appearance, but you know, I still have to like do other things, so it doesn't make sense to like get all dolled up to make these videos, because if I try to do all that, it's not gonna happen. I only have a small window where I can make these videos uninterrupted, and it's not even uninterrupted, as you can see. So I'm just gonna like try to take it more laid back. I'm just gonna like, even like, you guys see how fast I talk. I also got a comment from a really good friend I have on Instagram. It's funny how like we make good friends and like you've never even met the person, Lamb Chop, and he kind of told me like some advice that he uses that I thought it would be good to share with you guys. He said, talk to yourself as if you're talking to your best friend. So like if your friend is all stressed out and going through things, how would you talk to your friend? That's how you need to talk to yourself. Like, be your best friend, talk to yourself kindly. And there was even like a research with like rice. I know like this is totally off the chart, but like there was like a research where like a person had 2 bottles of rice, and he like would talk crap to one rice and like give love to the other rice. So like, you're stupid, you ugly, and then the other one, I love you, you're kind. And like at the end, the rice was like, the one that he talked bad to was like super rotten, and the one that he talked good to was like flourishing, something like that. I don't even know if it was rice, might have been water, but anyways, that's what I'm getting at. Like, you need to be kind to yourself. And I feel like that's something that I need to work on for sure, because like I said, I feel like a machine and I'm the only one that's putting all this pressure on me. So we're going on a family trip, much needed, definitely much needed, from Wednesday to Saturday. I am excited. I definitely need this, just being away from all of this, you know, the computer, everything, just like being out of this zone. But yeah, so I'm gonna be taking a break, and it's much needed. You know, I'm gonna sleep, I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. I need a break, you know, not worry about anything else, maybe not even get on social media. I haven't had like Instagram or Facebook on my phone, but I still access them through the Safari, like when I'm feeling super, you know, bored, which is dumb because it kind of defeats the purpose of deleting the apps, but it's still like an extra step. And you know, it has helped me. Like, I haven't checked Facebook on my phone in a really long time, and I hate Facebook with like all my heart, but I feel like social media is kind of needed for like, you know, goddamn, bro. So many distractions, like I said, but I like that I can keep it real with you guys, and that you're not expecting perfection all the time. I put too much perfection on myself, and I feel like we do that as artists and everything that we do. I feel like this video was kind of all over the place, but that is how I feel right now. Like, I'm all over the place. I need this break, I need to sleep. Yeah, I just need to not think about all this stuff for a while. And if that while is even just 4 days, like even just 4 days of this break that we're gonna take, that's gonna be great. I feel like it's gonna be good for me. I just got a new module, the Varigate 8 Plus. It was actually my first sequencer like 3 years ago. I had it for like 2 months and then moved on to something else. But then I got the Varigate 4 Plus, and that's been like my baby sequencer. I love Varigate 4 Plus. And now that I have the squid sample, the Varigate 8 Plus, that's gonna be dope. Cause like, even though I got the key step to review, I like my Euro rack to be like more self-contained, more like non-linear. So I like to have everything in the case, and yeah, so that's gonna be fun. But I'm not taking that with me because, like I said, I need to relax. So yeah, if you're going through something similar, if you feel like you can't shut your brain off, that you have all these ideas and the world is like against you trying to execute them, the only advice that I can give yourself, that I'm giving myself as I'm making this video, is to just like relax, take a breath, You don't have to get everything done today. I feel like sometimes I make too many goals for myself, or like I add too much to my to-do list, and then when I don't accomplish those things, I feel like I failed. So what I've learned from that is, you know, make one goal at a time. Set one goal at a time. That way you're knocking them out as you go, instead of like having a million things on your to-do list and feeling overwhelmed because you haven't done any of them, because you've just thought about like, oh my god, I have so much to do. So I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are staying active. Definitely important to get some exercise in during these times. If not, I feel like my body's gonna fall apart if I don't exercise at least a couple times a week. Another thing that is really important to me that I don't do all the time, but it's a goal, is to wake up and not check my phone first thing in the morning. So like wake up, give yourself at least an hour before you check your phone, be it email or whatever that you know you're checking, social media or news or YouTube or whatever it is that you're checking. Give your brain like a minute, not even a minute, give your brain like an hour to like adjust to like, hey, I'm awake, you know, it's a brand new day. But if you wake up and the first thing you do is like, you've already given your brain the excuse to worry about checking that for the rest of the day. Because like no matter how many times you check your phone or Instagram or whatever, you're not gonna be pleased with what you see. You know, like if you just posted something on Instagram and you pick it up and you got 20 likes, that's not gonna be enough. Like it's never enough. It's called hedonic adaptation, and what that means is that our brain gets used to whatever environment we're in. So let's say, for example, if I have 1 million subscribers and I'm getting like, you know, 1 million hearts or whatever, that's still not gonna be enough at some point. Like your brain adjusts to whatever it is that you're living, you know? So like even with gear, you have all this gear and it still feels like it's not enough. So like that's when you have to realize, you know, like, hey, what am I focusing on? Am I focusing on the gear? Am I focusing on using the gear as a tool to make the music? Because I feel like that's when gas kind of takes over, when you're just collecting gear and not getting anything done, and then you feel like crap because I mean you haven't mastered any of the things that you own. But yeah, that's it guys. No pressure free zone over here, at least for the next couple of days. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy, mentally and all other types of health that is needed. Thank you guys so much for all the love that you give. Honestly, I know I don't know any of you, and I read all the comments, just so you guys know. Even though I don't answer to all of them, I always read all of the comments. So thank you guys. Like I said, I wasn't even gonna post that video, but I'm glad that I did, because it really opened my eyes that I'm not alone in this situation, and it's shown me, like, you know, other people's thoughts and, you know, their input on this whole situation and everything that we're going through, and how to deal with certain emotions and doubt and fear and everything that comes with being an artist. So let's stick together, let's keep going, let's make this dream, baby. Bye.